Good morning, and welcome to Morning Mindset. My name is Michelle Dale. Nikki is listening from the gym. I just announced that we were going to add a little something in today. I normally do tarot inside the virtual co-working space, and we have our scheduled tarot sessions in there. However, there was a very deep need, or I felt a very deep need to shuffle the cards before this particular session. Somebody either here or watching the replay of this there's a message here for you. It's quite an intense one. It's definitely relating to someone who is currently going through, like, I would say, a quite traumatic experience, or something that has been extremely upsetting. So if that sounds like you, do stick around, because we're going to be unpacking some tarot. But first of all, I wanted to take you through the One Sourcing Entrepreneur next step that we're talking about. We talked yesterday about creating a concept for your service. And this next step is about choosing your online real estate. So it's about really creating your online presence. I would say it's pretty essential for an entrepreneurial virtual assistant to do this. Not necessarily if you're just kind of dabbling in it and not too serious, but definitely if you are wanting to make this a living. You can't really get by without an online presence. So within the online presence, you need to factor a few things in. I teach all this stuff inside the One Sourcing Entrepreneur, but I'm going to kind of take you through the steps just here to kind of give you an idea. And if you want to get all of the steps, you can go to virtualmissfriday.com/level up. Now, the first step is to get a distinct brand. There are many virtual assistants out and about there now that I would say do not have a distinct enough brand where someone would recognize them if they saw them again. So obviously doing personal brand stuff works out great for that, because you are completely unique. There's only one of you in the world, unless you're an identical twin. But potentially doing this, you might be unique. So always personal branding and self-branding, and using you as the brand is always quick and easy, because you don't have to do anything other than show up as you. There's a lot less guesswork around that. And when I say that, I mean design the brand around you. Design the brand around what you represent, okay? Then you need to consider the online presence, a place to showcase your brand and obviously collect leads for potential clients. Then you need to consider ways that you're going to collaborate with those leads and potential clients online. You're going to need to consider tools that are going to help you do that, communication tools. Then you're also going to really have to also think about, like, how the mechanics and the functionality of your online presence is going to work. So you have a very clear flow for the potential client to come into and process through. And if you don't have that, then you can lose a lot of potential clients that way. Then you need to consider what social media platforms are going to be most effective for you to work in. Not all social media platforms are built the same, and not everyone loves all social media platforms. So basically kind of like look at the primary core platforms and then decide which ones you think you would like to participate in. But not only that, strategically look at them as well. Like, in terms of your clients and your audience, you need to consider them, and then consider where are they going to be most placed, so you can make your marketing efforts more effective. And then the final thing that you need to consider in your presence, and when we're talking about presence, we're just talking about the front end of your website, the face of your website. You need to consider compliance. Okay, so there are certain things to factor in which are relating to compliance, online business compliance, that you're going to need to look into. So you need to factor those into, and then your presence is pretty much complete. So that's very, very much in a nutshell. Like I say, if you want the full list of the 24 steps and the details of today, you can go to virtualmissfriday.com/level up and get access to that with the video masterclass and the book and everything else. But in the meantime, if you need to elaborate on anything like this, then you would definitely want to check out the One Sourcing Entrepreneur, which is being released at the end of this week. Okay, so that was the first thing. The second thing, this weird little thing that happened to me, like I say, we do tarot and we do oracle cards here on a Thursday as well, but there was definitely a need to shuffle the cards today and pull something out, and what I pulled out is pretty major. Like, I only pulled out 4 cards, or 4 cards actually fell out. I didn't pull them out. They just came out on their own. They absolutely were desperate to come out. They're 4 pretty major cards that have come out. So and basically on the bottom of the deck there was quite a significant card as well. So this is what we got today. So we've got the Tower, then we've got the 9 of Wands. So I've got a feeling this is relating potentially to work, and it's relating maybe potentially to protecting something. Then we have Temperance, and we have Justice. These all came out pretty much on their own, and then at the bottom of the deck we had the Devil. So that is actually in 5 cards. There's 4 major arcanas there. Something major is going on with somebody here, either here or watching the replay of this video. So it's up to you to take this information and decide whether it's for you or not. But we have the Tower. We have something is falling apart around you and you feel extremely protective of it right now. There's so much tension and anxiety, and I can't even begin to describe it. You know, it's almost like I can feel it. Like, it's just like complete falling apart. Something has gone very, very wrong, or something has happened maybe which you had no control over. And this is your moment where it's like you feel like you're everything's burning down around you. Basically, it's really that significant. And there is a huge element here of protecting something. You are putting your walls up, you're putting your guard up. You are trying to save yourself almost from something that has been happening to you or is potentially going to happen to you. But I got a feeling it's already possibly in the process of happening. I get the sense that there could be some kind of legal element to this, like a legal battle or something that's happening in court. And what you're looking for is just peace. Like, I feel like it's just like, I just want peace. I just want this to end. I just want this to go away. And I have a feeling that you're going to get it. It could also, like, this is so major, and I don't know who even might be watching this that this might even resonate with, but it's almost like someone at the end of this is going to go to jail or to prison or something. It is that bad. It could not be, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a physical prison. It could be an emotional prison. It could be a mental prison. But somebody is definitely going on lockdown within themselves. And whatever it is that has happened, like, if you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, this is something to do with me, I do feel that it's going to be okay. Justice is going to occur. You are going to come out on the other side of this, and you are going to be okay. We have our Temperance here, which is really about balance and harmony, and it's about kind of like, you know, but you see on Temperance there's all these like mountains in the background, and I feel like it's just this huge mountain that you've been climbing or been having to climb that's going to get you to the other side, where justice is going to come around, and the person or people that have been causing this problem for you. Again, I really feel like it's some sort of legal dispute or something. It's going to be okay. Whatever you've been trying to protect, you're not going to lose it. I don't know if this as well could be something like a legal battle with company names or a company something or other, or being sued. You know, it's got that feeling around it. It's pretty major. So if this is for you, obviously there are spirit guides or something like that out there wanting you to know that they're with you and they're seeing this through with you. And I think you needed to hear this because you're possibly feeling very isolated and very alone in the situation. But don't worry about it, because the end result will result in, I'm going to say, justice being made, whatever the honest truth is. So whatever the honest truth of this case is, or this conflict is, it will be revealed, and the end result of this will be that the perpetrator or the person that's causing the problem will be identified as the actual person that's causing the problem, and then it will end. But it's definitely around something that you're trying to protect. There's just a real element of like something's happened to you. No, I'm still here, Nikki. I'm still here. I think I'm still here, yes. But I think Nikki, you keep popping in and out, so maybe that's when you lose me. But I've just gone through that message. Somebody needed to hear that today, or at the time of this replay. It doesn't even mean it's today, but you know, I felt like I got to do a duty there just to share that information. We are now going to go into our daily accountability practice, so get your journals at the ready if you can. Not sure if you can at the gym, Nikki. But I've got my journal here ready. We're going to do daily accountability, and we'll be back here again tomorrow with another step on the journey to becoming an incredible VA and having a fantastic VA business that will make you love your life and your work. Okay, so take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.